you're playing RuneScape on a side monitor or looking for ways to grind XP whilst working, this video will cover the best activity for each skill that doesn't require MTX items and where you don't need to click more than once every couple minutes. For any of the combat skills, attack, strength, defense, hit points, ranged, magic and necromancy, there are several enemies that you can fight. Anything that's aggressive by default, such as Vyres, ghouls, or certain monsters in the wilderness, allow for you to AFK as long as you wish, or you can use aggression potions to AFK anywhere for up to 6 minutes per dose, although you will sometimes have to use the Vampirism aura or Penance aura with Soul Split in order to survive. Prayer has two main methods. Vyres, as mentioned previously, give prayer XP when killed with the Sun Spear, or cleansing crystals in Prifddinas, though it can be expensive. For runecrafting, your best options are Runespan, though the XP rates are very low, or once you reach level 90, Soul Runecrafting. Construction has been revamped to entirely focus around Fort Forestry, and luckily, building the fort is a very long and AFK process. You can follow the glowing hotspot for more experience, but it isn't necessary at all. Dungeoneering has no real AFK methods, but you can dig at the Daemonheim dig site and hand in collections for medium token boxes that can then be turned into experience. It's very low experience per hour, but is an option for AFK Dungeoneering. Speaking of, Archaeology is a low attention skill by default, unless following time sprites. You can AFK at any dig spot you want, though using porters and the auto-sifting equipment from Invention makes it considerably more AFK. Agility, unfortunately, offers basically no routes for AFK training. The best you'll get is a few hours allowed on the bikes in the empty throne room, but after 800,000 experience you're locked out of this forever. Sadly, no real AFK options here. Herblore is similar in that the most AFK method you'll find would be to do 27 potions at a time using something like Congealed Blood. You can use the Dream of Ire for some experience, but it's capped by how many leaves you get from your workers per day. Thieving is limited only by what boosts you're using. With the Oblivious perk and high enough success chance, you can pickpocket mostly anything, since you continuously steal until stunned in RuneScape 3. Crafting offers two main methods, the slower Prifddinas hearts that are a lot more AFK, or the higher XP Gate of Elidinus crafting method that needs input around every 2 minutes. Fletching's main AFK methods are only available past level 80. Zygamite's care styling is very relaxed and decent experience, but before then you're stuck actively making arrows or bows as usual. Slayer is as AFK as the monsters you're assigned. Some can be fully AFK'd with a cannon, Tumican's Light or an aggression potion, and some require full attention. Hunter is similar to Fletching. Up until the Croesus spores at 88 Hunter, you're stuck training it actively via your method of choice. Divination is relatively AFK at all levels if you're using a Musper familiar, as you can collect up to 60 energies before needing to deposit them. Mining gets progressively more AFK as your stamina improves with your level going up, but for minimum effort you can mine Seren Stones in Prifddinas. You can then smith the corrupted ore from Seren Stones 60 at a time, or simply make an inventory of unfinished boots or gloves, and your character will hammer away until you log out. Fishing is inherently AFK, but also inconsistent, so if you're looking for minimal effort, then head to Ghostly Souls, as the spot never moves or interrupts you. Cooking has no real AFK options. You can AFK for a minute at a time, cooking 28 fish per inventory, or you can use the bait and switch relic to auto-cook the Ghostly Souls you catch, but at half experience. Woodcutting is similar to fishing in regards to consistency, however cutting ivy on town walls is your best bet until Eternal Magic's past 99. Firemaking can be trained with the Always Adds relic in a similar way to cooking and fishing, however it is also a skill trainable at Vyres and can be AFK'd by adding logs to bonfires at any level. Farming is time-gated by nature, so whilst no AFK method really exists, you don't need to actively train it anyways. You can always use a Seedicide and AFK monsters with a lot of seed drops if you really need to. Summoning is incredibly fast, so it's usually worth actively grinding out millions of XP per hour instead of AFKing it, but the Spirit Weaver relic does let you AFK the skill for 50% more XP per pouch if desired. And lastly, Invention is trained by disassembling or siphoning the tools or equipment you use when AFKing other skills, so plenty of options to go around for Invention. If you're looking for more, or you feel like I've left out any important AFK grinds, then please feel free to check or add them yourself in the comments.